Good evening everyone, and welcome to Dangerous Mondays with me, Selezen, or Dave Selezen Hughes, whatever you want to call me today. Yeah, sorry about this slight lateness. We've had some technical issues. The microphone decided not to work anymore. I'll tell you that's probably why in a second. But yeah, just several other things going on at the minute. I'm live at the moment, but I've not started Elite yet. Just because of what's going on. I'm still having issues with voice attack. It doesn't seem to want to recognise anything properly. So I'm not sure if it's anything I've done. I'm not sure if it's because I've moved the computer and it's now louder, so it can't pick me up properly. But I'm also not having much luck actually getting the drop command to work, because it just keeps saying stop and then stops running commands. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening with that. I just know that it means I'm not going to be able to drop out hyperspace when I want to drop. And it just doesn't do anything. I don't know if it actually does it or not, so I'll have to wait and see what happens. It's all exciting, isn't it? Anyway, I'll start the game and let's see what happens. So I had intended today to do some more beta stuff, but obviously they stopped the beta this morning. No idea why. Obviously they've achieved everything they wanted to achieve and they've got all the information they want to get. So that was it, really. I've got a funny feeling this computer's going to be quite loud. You see, what I've done is I've had a slight rearrange, and I'm dying apparently. I've moved. My planned refurbishment of the office continues very slowly. And what I've done at the moment is I've moved the desk along to join up with the tables that I've now got in place. Oh god, my voice is actually going to hurt. Help. I don't know what's going on there. Holy crap. Help. That's not good. Yeah, so anyway, ooh. Just have to wait and see what happens, really, I suppose. Alright, private group. Me. While that's loading, I'll wipe away the intro screen. You can see what I'm doing. Hello everybody! You'll see a slight difference in the angle because I've moved. Hang on, let me try and recenter that image. It's on 800, yeah. Configure video.
Activating beacon now.
I didn't say anything about activating a beacon, you stupid man. There, that's better. Please excuse the big white thing in the background, I might shift that actually. That's a bit glary, isn't it? Reset the bar on this so it doesn't flip back. Okay. Right, that's better. We've actually got a close-up view of me now. Not if you ever wanted one. So where are we?
Alright.
Oh yeah, we jumped into a system, didn't we, and they had to stop. Oh, that was what happened last week, wasn't it? Yeah. Anne wasn't well last week. And I actually ended up having to stop the stream because she thought she was having a heart attack. That's why. Hey up, Colin! It's Colin! How are you doing, Colin? Phoenix Defier, very good streamer, very good person, very lovely man. At least that's what I was paid to say. Okay, so we're in call in 285, set to TJQC57. Garzini! Garzini! Every time I say your name, I just want to say, Udini! Yes, Garzini. So we're in, what is it? C5-7, so that would be Planet 9. Open system map.
System cartography.
Have I explored anything yet? No, I haven't, have I? I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. have some of that. Closed system map. Closed system map.
Exiting, leaving map.
Oh god. Closed system map.
Closing map.
He's going to be a pain in the bottom today. Why is it a fire group active? Next fire group.
Fire groups.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
There we go. Let's go. Oh no, one of the stabilising things on my joysticks come off. I did see that earlier actually. Now we've fucked up the joystick again. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Bifford. Bifford, Garzinian, Phoenix, Defier. It's all your favourites. All the soft-centred ones. I won't put any music on again. Let's get that sorted. Now I did see where the bottom thing had gone. Oh, so yeah, last week's aborted stream. Yeah, I apologise, and I apologise on behalf of Anne. She was having some serious, and I mean serious, chest pains last week. She's been having them for a few weeks, and to be honest, it's one of the reasons why I've been a little bit unreliable. It's not the right word, because I've been on, but why I've had to nip off maybe for a little bit is because she's been having so many chest pains at the moment. But this was like a heart attack coming, so she was really scared and she wanted to make sure that everything was okay. So I actually thought I was going to be taking her to the hospital, to be honest, because it had got to that point. But as it happened, she was okay. She managed to ride it, managed to calm her down, and we got rid of the pain together. Right. But she does send her apologies. It was a bit, I mean, it's more scary for her. I think, I've got to be honest, there's part of me that's a little bit blasé about it these days. But I have to take it seriously. Because it happens quite a lot. Not this particular thing, but she does panic a lot, and she tends to hyperventilate when things like intense pain come along, and part of the conditions that she's got involves a lot of intense pain. So but what she did do was she didn't go back to the hospital, and she got an injection for her arthritis, which does affect that part of her as well. So hopefully she's okay. When I say I get a bit blasé, it's not blasé as such. It's not, oh god, fucking here we go again. It's not anything like that. It's more like the instant reaction you would get from the kind of reaction that she has to it is, oh my god, phone a doctor, phone the hospital, phone the police, phone Starfleet, whatever. That's the kind of reaction that she has and that I've had before. But I have to remain the practical one and the rational one, and try and see if we can get her to calm down first, rather than spend 5 hours in A&E for no apparent reason, because that's what we've done the last few times we've gone. And there's been a couple of occasions where she's been kept in because they've been concerned. She's been kept in for a week, and they've not really found anything out. And these pains and all that kind of stuff keep coming and going, so it's quite difficult. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
But yes, she's okay. She's still in a hell of a lot of pain. But tonight she's... No! Oh my god! What the actual fuck?
Better coming from the science officer. Verity,
Okay. Tidal forces. The differential gravitational pull exerted on any extended body within the gravitational field of another body.
wonderful.
I miss Beta. At least Beta was stable. Fucking matchmaking. Seriously. That was I've explored 9. It's telling me it's a planet. That's fine. Let's try that again, shall we? Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Close galaxy map.
Exiting map.
Jump.
Preparing for jump.
Ooh. That's interesting, Colin. It's the sort of stuff that Bifford normally gets. I said the sort of stuff, not the exact stuff. A4. Open system map.
System map.
That'll be that one then. Closed system map. Closed system map.
Leaving map.
No, the beta stopped this morning. Yeah, they've just closed it. They've closed the closed beta, and they haven't gone to open beta yet. So that'll be coming soon, hopefully. They just want. I think they want to. They've explored what they wanted to explore. I think there's. I actually think, to be honest, I think they've put something in there they didn't mean to put in there, or it's potentially possible. And this is something that's actually worrying me slightly. potentially possible that people who are streaming it shouldn't be streaming it. So I'm expecting us to get a bit of a slap at some point. But no, that's just my paranoia. An interesting thing, obviously we're back on the road to riches today. We're not doing the better than life, we're back on road to riches today. So Garzini knows this already because he keeps watching for some reason. Oh, weird guy. What was that like? Got to do a flyby of an Earth like. Yeah, what I did while we're in the beta, if you've not watched the video already, or you're not watching, or you haven't watched that video and you're watching this video for some reason, I traded in what I've done so far on the road to riches, and I've done something on the order of 70 odd planets. I think it's 79 when I checked in, and that gave me a cool 50 mil. So I'm averaging about 1.1 million a planet, or 1.1 million a system at the moment, which is pretty good going. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So, pop. Oops.
All.
No. Boop. Boop. Did that actually work? No, it didn't. Close galaxy map.
Closing map.
Okay, Cole. Well, thank you for popping in shortly. I shall hopefully see you later. Love to everybody. Jump.
Jumping.
Music seems very quiet. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. That's potentially something we might have to look at getting into again, to be honest with you. Now that the RPG is kind of getting towards a place where it's ready to play, it might be worth getting a couple of videos done of the final version as submitted. That might be something we can get onto. Colin? 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 Open system map.
System map.
What planet are we on here? That would be A5. Nope. Close system map.
Closing map.
In the wrong bastard system. Jump.
Engaging jump.
system map.
System cartography.
A5 and A4. Close system map.
Exiting map.
Cool. Glad you like it. Take it you've had a look at it since I changed it all. What I did in the end was I moved the text down rather than moving the bar up. It didn't mess up the format at all and actually looks okay. I quite like it now. But at least it's consistent anyway. Okay. Got to cover these webcams, haven't I? I must admit, I don't know if I'm tired or not, but I'm struggling to find something like a train of thought tonight. I've just literally 5 minutes before we're due to start streaming, I've just stopped tidying up around here, and kind of threw me a little when I got the technical issues. I'm just kind of worried about what's going on. I'm just waiting for something to go wrong. I'm also noticing a lot of jitter on the screen. I'm wondering if my headset's not plugged in properly. Oh, I could do with a rant. A rant would be lovely, but I don't think my voice has got to. My voice can put up with it. I'm very dry throat today. Open system map.
System cartography.
Close system map.
Leaving map.
Anyway, other progress stuff. I'm going to have to do a Kickstarter update at some point, because I've done quite a lot of little bitty things to get ready for the game coming out. Getting everything done, including the stuff that Bifford's been looking at with me. I have extracted all the plain text from the PDF in preparation for making the EPUB and the MOBI files. Now they're just going to be, as specified, they're just going to be plain text. There's not going to be any images in them at all. They're not going to be formatted or laid out the same as the PDF. The PDF is the all singing, all dancing king of all formats, because it will be the full multimedia format. EPUB and MOBI don't have the ability to do the things that you can do with the PDF. They're just really a mobile reading platform. So the plan for them is just do the plain text, hopefully hyperlinked if I can get the software working properly, and I'll get the additional graphic content like the ship posters, the counters, the character sheets, all that kind of stuff will be available for download from the website, or will be packaged as part of the EPUB package. So the EPUB will come as a zip file with the EPUB book and a PDF, or a bunch of PDFs with all the right stuff in it. That's the plan. Unfortunately, what this means is that in order to extract the text and get it decently formatted, it's a bit of work. And one downside that I've noticed of working with a product like Scribus, which is a good product in its own right, but isn't fully word processoring-y sorted out, is that it's not exporting the text in its precise order. So because it uses a lot of different text frames, all the text frames aren't quite in the right order, and I don't know how to format that. So that's proving to be a bit of a problem. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going through it line by line, making sure everything's in the right place, checking the format, checking the spelling, making sure everything's got things in the right place, and I am finding a few spelling mistakes. and a few things missing, and a few little bits of text that I'm not quite happy with. And it's literally one word changes. But one specifically quite crap thing I found. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Is that... Hang on. Let me get this done. Paste. Long file name. Close system map.
Exiting map.
Close galaxy map.
Leaving map.
Fucking hell. Close galaxy map.
Leaving map.
Jump.
Jump.
Actually, does drop work? Drop. Jump.
Engaging jump.
Drop. No, it doesn't. Drop.
Distant.
Drop.
Distant.
Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Fucking hell. Drop. Wow. What the hell's happened there? Hey Colin! Glad you're back. So yeah, on the way through the bit of the read through the EPUB and what will become the EPUB and Moby text, I found a few little spelling mistakes and I'm correcting them on the way, and they'll also be pushed back out into the main bit again. I don't think I should have to resubmit for that. I'm actually not that bothered about it, because I mean literally the only things I've done is a small change to the cover and a couple of spelling mistakes and a change to a graphic to put a price in for a rebuy cost. So a price for an upgrade cost for the Viper from the default ship. So that's three things I've found so far, and a bit of a grammatical problem with the Alliance's first paragraph in the descriptions. So I've kind of changed them. But it's just literally one word changes on the way through. Jump.
Preparing for jump.
Colin! Garzini's comment about the thumb has made me think that we need to get a playtest / instructional video of the RPG / miniatures rules done if you want. That'd be quite nice. I'm quite keen to do a playtest video of it. I think it'd be nice to have like an instructional video on how to play the miniatures game. Good evening. Welcome to the vehicle combat system. I couldn't remember what it was fucking called there for a minute. Welcome to the vehicle combat system. Here's how you set up. Here's your character sheet. Here's your ship sheet. Here's all your stuff. This is how you roll dice. This is how you have stats. This is how you have little cards that show you all the pictures. This is your counter. Look at all the pretty lines on it. This is your card with all your bits and pieces. Let's do something like that. This is how you roll dice. This is how you move. This is how you get things around. Blah de blah de blah. You know what I mean. It would be nice to do this. Now, we could either do it as a stream and record it for putting on, because the plan would be that it would go onto the Elite RPG website. Because I've got a section. I'm revamping it. And I've got a section on there hopefully for additional resources, and the additional resources I want to put on there initially are things like instructional videos, how-to guides, frequently asked questions list, that kind of stuff. So one of the things I want to do is 1, a video of how to generate a character, 2, a video of how to do actual play, 3, a video of how to do the vehicle combat system, 4, that's it, just how to play the main bits of the game, I suppose. So yeah, and it'd be interesting to put together a video just of a play session using the full new rules. Here's how you play. I can't do Brian. Loop of shame. I can do that in a Brian Blessed voice. Can't do anything else in a Brian Blessed voice. Not enough of a ham. I'll just channel the Chiswick Fresh Horses line, possibly. Okay, so where am I? Where am I? Where am I now? Good grief. Planet 3, Planet 2. Open system map.
System map.
Close system map.
Closing map.
Oh, that's much better. I thought it'd be more fun to do it in a, proper 50s instructional videos. Hello, my name is Mark Chumley Warner. Welcome to this instructional video for Elite Encounters, the role-playing game. For this you will need 1 cubed dice, 1 graphite pencil, 1 bleached paper character sheet. Optionally, you may laminate these in your plastic of choice and use a permanent marker using Imperial ink. Chumley Warner, indeed. 1 cube dice. Well, you'll need a minimum of 1 cube dice. You may have to roll it 50,000 times in an evening, but you will have the 1. Target. Target.
You're welcome.
Target.
Target locked.
That actually worked. I'm quite surprised about that. You will need 1,000 dice, all of which you will roll millions of times until you die from bleeding fingers. Good lord. I was wondering actually, it might be interesting on this roll. I mean, I'm now on planet 85. System 85, sorry. He doesn't understand my banter. That's the problem. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Hey, manage that one. I know I'm looking there. You're there, aren't you? Close galaxy map.
Closing map.
There's a good chap. Jump.
Engaging jump.
Hey Jove, I think he's got it. Did it? 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 See, look, it's away again. I'm convinced I've got this plugged into a cable that's shit. It seems to be okay there. Jump.
Engaging jump.
Jump, you vicious bastard! I don't know where that's coming from. I'm just doing funny voices tonight, I think. Yeah, that would be quite fun actually, I think. Do it in a Chumley Warner style and CPFI it all up. My editing facilities can do just that. Open system map.
System cartography.
Where are we now? Number 1. GC Div. Galcop Division? Interesting. Close system map.
Closing map.
That's alright, Colin, you can be my heathen northern chum. The barbaric Celt from the north. Well, seriously, I don't think you are, because I'm not very good at it myself. No. It's very hard to do, you know. Everyone thinks it's just a matter of doing shh every time you try and say shh. But it's not, it's a lot harder than that. As we sail into history. I used to be able to do quite a good one actually. I actually recorded an answer phone message from my own phone in the Sean Connery voice, and actually did get people thinking it was Sean Connery than it was over an old mobile phone. So I can sound like Sean Connery on the radio, which is something, I suppose.
Transferring power to systems.
Don't do that. Power to engines.
Jumping. Diverting power to requested system.
I'm starting to think I'm going to have to get Mr. Shatner brought into line. He's getting a bit misbehaving. Not behaving himself at all. Shoop. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography. Close galaxy map. Exiting map.
Jump.
Jump.
So I'm going to get my ever-loving, lovely son that loves me to bits to get me a drink. I've requested many things from my son. He will shout at me. Oh, refuel. No! Off.
Activating beacon now.
Off. Open system map.
System map.
Well, I barely worked out that one. A4. Close system map.
Exiting map.
Done. So yeah, EPUB MOBI files coming on fine. They will have PDFs on them. What else was I going to say about all that stuff? Oh crap, crap. Noob of shame! Absolute shame! Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
That took a second, didn't it? Close galaxy map.
Closing map.
Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Oh, so 60. Oops. Open system map.
System map.
A1. Noctivagon. Oh, is that Sean, do you think? Close system map.
Leaving map.
How much further down the route will I go? I'm thinking that I was actually going to say this a little while ago, and I said I was thinking, and then I didn't continue the conversation any further. It might be fun to do the first third, like do 100 planets, 100 systems, sorry. And then go cash in, and then once I cash in, go and buy a Python. All I can do on his trailers. This summer, at a cinema near you, Phoenix Defier in Top Shift. I don't think that's all that bad. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography. Just think of all those places, those faraway, unreachable corners of the galaxy, the uncharted areas of space.
Close galaxy map.
Leaving map.
Jump.
Preparing for jump.
mean too high?
Top shift. This summer.
Open system map.
System cartography.
So what one is it?
Ah, Gazini. You want us to do a Baron Greenback voice back, do you? Well, perhaps we can.
I don't know how close that is actually, to be honest. It's a long time since I've seen Danger Mouse. What planet am I looking for here? 5. That one. Is it a metal one or is it a water world? Go there anyway. Oh, well, that's not bad then. Not bad for a first attempt. Closed system map.
Closing map.
A bit more gravelly. I would do that if I didn't have problems with my throat. Oh, is that better? Oh god. No, that's not happening. Almost like I've got a frog in my throat, eh? Right, where am I going? Have I logged in? Yeah, okay, go. No, I know. You've never liked my impersonations and stuff anyway, Bifford, so... Meh! I'll piss you up and do the Russian accent again. Yay! Well, it wasn't bad then. That's cool. I'm happy with
Verity,
that. Not bad.
Would you explain
Oh,
that
shut
for the
up.
commander?
How can I stop
Okay.
it from doing that?
A carbon star is a cool red giant having a spectrum with strong bands of carbon compounds.
Extraordinary.
I don't care. Open system map.
System cartography.
Closed system map.
Exiting map.
Open galaxy map. Okay,
Stellar
Cole.
cartography.
See you soon. Brush them to within an inch of their lives. Brush them till the enamel comes off. Closed system map.
Leaving map.
Closed system map.
Closing map.
Jump. Jump. Might as well jump. Jump. Jump.
Jumping.
Open system map.
System map.
System map. Let's guess
System
it.
map.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Bastard. I believe it's that one. Is it? 5. Correct. Close system map.
Leaving map.
Whee! Nope. Gonna go through the start. Yep, thought so. Let's not do that. That's how accidents happen. I love this head tilt thing. It's quite clever. Look at that. It's marvellous. Hey, my lad's never got my message. Monkey bastard. Yeah, so what I was thinking about doing, as I said, I'm going to finish this conversation one of these days. What I'm thinking about doing is I'll do the first 100 planets, 100 systems of the Road to Riches, and then I'll go somewhere and I'll buy a Python. I'll kit it out as much as I can. I'll probably strip this thing down. I'll strip Millie down, and then use that money to equip the Python to a level where I can go exploring. And then I'll use the next 100 planets worth of dosh to kit out the Python to an A-spec Python, and then I'll finish off the road. How does that sound? And then we can break it a little bit, puddling back and forth between planets. I'll probably nip back to Shinra or Desru once I've got them all, so that's probably my plan. I quite like that plan.
Crew, stand by for launch.
Fuck off.
Deploying fighter.
I don't have a fighter. Go away.
Okay. Acknowledged.
Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
I'm just filling in my done planets now. Where am I now? C69, that'll do. B. So 4, 5 and 6 in this one. Boop, boop. Oops. Close system map.
Exiting map.
Oh my god. Close system map.
Closing map.
Oh, go on then, Garzini, let's hear it. Jump.
Engaging jump.
You told me your secret about exploring for Earthlight and it didn't bloody work. Your secret for green screens was very good, though. I'll give you that. So alternative I've got, rather than doing the 100 planets and then go back, is do 150, and then I should have enough money to get the entire Python kitted out. To top spec then. That might be nice. Open system map.
System cartography.
4, 5 and 6, wasn't it? 4, 5 and 6. Let's go. Let's go party. Close system map.
Leaving map.
That's nice. Right in front of me. How lovely. I think I've heard a door open and close downstairs. I'm hoping it's Derry gone to get me drink. K-class stars have quite a lot of high metal content planets, which is quite a fair percentage of terraformable. Well, cool. I'm sure you'll find like 20 of them in one system, and I'll find one every 7 systems. Open system map.
System map.
Close system map.
Exiting map.
Open system map.
System map.
Close system map.
Closing map.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Close system map.
Leaving map.
That sounds tasty. A lot of systems are approximately 400,000 credits per planet. That ain't bad at all. But again, it's that thing about finding the right place, isn't it? That's what I found was a problem with finding the Earth likes, is that, yeah, they're out there, but you've got to be lucky with your jump distances. You just jump to, like, find a direction and just find the nearest K-class star everywhere. You just literally just jump to K-class stars. Worth a try, possibly. The next thing I want to do, once I've got my Python and it's all kitted out, is my intent is to take a trip to Colonia. So what I might do is I'll try out your thing. I'll try out your test, and I'll jump to Colonia only using K-class stars, because hopefully by then the new beta will have dropped, and I can try that in the beta and just see how this last stop thing, or the new galaxy map and the new navigation stuff works out. That'll be a good test. there's 10 systems to go before I hit the 100,000, and I've got an hour, roughly. I'm going to have to actually bring... actually going to have to try and sort this out. Bear with me a second. I'm actually going to go make a phone call and try and see if I can get somebody to grab me a drink, rather than faff around. Rather than uncable myself and all that and get myself tangled up, I'm just going to see if I can call my son and see if he'll grab me something. 1 second.
All. You are welcome. All. Deploying landing gear. Orion. crew. Activating beacon now.
I'm back. Drink in hand. I'm happy now. I mean, the shittest cup of good fine, but I've got something. Thank God. It has actually helped. Right away it's helped. So, yeah. Okay, right, where was I? I'd just gone to such and such place. Finished all them. Now we're going to there. Planets 2 and 1 there. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Close galaxy map.
Exiting map.
Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Close system map.
Exiting map.
Open system map.
System map.
Close system map.
Closing map.
Tell you what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and rip through these as quickly as I can. If I can get to 100 tonight, I'm on 91 now. If I can get to 100 tonight, I'll see if I can get back to Shinra Desra and get myself a Python. Can't make it to 100 tonight. Then I won't bother. Is that your miniatures, like your version of the miniatures game? Oh, God's sake, dude. Can you not get the hard drive out of it? That's just what I was going to say. Get the hard drive out, stick it in a case, wire it up, put it on, get your stuff. Dude, I can send you a case. Or has he actually broke the hard drive as well? Or have you reformatted? And 3. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Close galaxy map.
Closing map.
Oh. Well, that's a bit of a relief. I mean, at least you've still got the stuff there. You've not lost it. You can get it back. But yeah, I mean, you will still have. If you get your new laptop, you'll get a new hard drive with it. You get your old hard drive, put it in an external case, which you can get for about £5, or I can probably send you one. Then you can get it back. Just use it as an external drive. Get your stuff off, and then do what you want. Jump.
Jump.
Which means you can't work on it for a bit. Then I would take it. Jump.
Engaging jump.
alternative PC call it? Are you like, obviously you're going to answer these questions, but if not, I know you have a laptop, but do you have an alternative? Open system map.
System map.
What planets are we on here? That would be 4 and 3. Close system map.
Exiting map.
I take it your workplace would frown upon you bringing a hard drive in and working on stuff on your work computer? I can't remember who it is you work for. ITV? Open system map.
System cartography.
Close system map.
Leaving map.
That's a poker. The only thing I can suggest is I do have a spare functional laptop, my dad's old laptop, which you could possibly, if it's the same type of hard drive, you might be able to put the hard drive in that and try that. Would that get you going again? It's just getting it to you would be the problem. I'm in Sheffield on Wednesday. If you're willing to do that, I mean, if you want to meet halfway, I can meet you in Sheffield and sort that. And get you going quicker. So other than that, I'm not going to get a chance to get up that way. That would be as close as I could manage. Is it long till payday though? Just going to stymie you a bit, isn't it? I just do what I do. Do pull a couple of all-nighters. Don't see your family for a couple of weeks. Sort yourself out. Job done. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Close galaxy map.
Exiting map.
Right. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
So you say that you're thinking about submitting it at the expo. Is that even possible? Are you bringing it with you? Because I was hoping I'd be able to set up. I'd be able to bring some sales stuff with me for the expo, but apparently I'm not allowed to. Because I'm hoping I'm going to get approval.
Activating beacon now.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Wait. I'm hoping I'm going to get the approvals through potentially by Fantasticon. I'm trying to get everything ready just in case. If it does happen, then awesome, I can actually sell at Fantasticon. But I'm fairly confident, unless there's some serious problem that gets found and I've got to rewrite the whole thing again and then get it resubmitted. I would have thought that I should have it out for the expo anyway, but I'm not allowed to have it actually on a stall or in a stand or whatever. So you're thinking about doing the same kind of thing? Show it off at the expo and see if they'll buy it off you? Alright, Bifford. Take care, mate. Thank you for popping in. It's not like you to be early away. You're usually the night owl. But thank you for watching. Jump. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
See, that explains everything. Good night, Biff. Take care. Oh, I see. Live Radio gets a stall. Open system map.
System cartography.
This is the one that's going to be C. Oh, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Closed system map.
Leaving map.
Get a shufty. We fly right into a star. Okay. Is there something you want to talk about, Colin? Some problems? You know, ending it's not the way. It's only a hard drive. It's only a couple of weeks lost. I see, I got you now, sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see if he gets. Of course, I get that one. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the black ship, and the restaurant at the end of the universe. Supposed to do the sun dive, which is the finale of the concert. Oh, what's the band's name? What's the band's name? Oh shit. So he's spending a year dead for tax reasons, isn't he? Disaster area, thank you. I'd have got it eventually. But yeah, he's spending a year dead for tax reasons, isn't he? Being pushed around by his bodyguard in a wheelchair at the restaurant. So yeah. Oh, I still knew everything else. That wasn't just one thing missing. I even knew about his somewhat dead status. That's not bad. Oh, come on. We'll get to the point where we're in a bloody hurry now. I've got a planet that's 200,000 bloody light seconds away. Not again. I'm trying so hard to stay away from anything miniature related, because Games Workshop have just pissed me off by bringing out a hell of a lot of cool shit. New tanks for Space Marines, a new design of tank for Space Marines, new Space Marines themselves, new kits for them, new posable figures, new concepts for everything that they've got, and they're going to expand that kind of idea out to other things now as well. Bastards. They are bastards. That's the first time in about 10 years, maybe 15 years now, I've actually been potentially considering getting and playing this game again. I bought the rulebook and I bought the core box set for the new system, and it does look very, very nice, and I really want to paint the miniatures, and I really actually want to play the game. Apparently it's very, very easy to play and very, very quick to play, rather than the hours that you could spend playing it before. So it is very tempting. I'm just going to have to get up to speed with the rules, find out what the hell I'm doing, and then get on with it. Imperial gunboat from the TIE Fighter video. Oh wow. Link, please. You love me for it, Colin. Talk about miniatures game. I've actually been thinking.
Confirm.
I'm contemplating trying to design some kind of 3D printed base for the counters for vehicle combat system. Not sure what way to go with it. I want to go for something that's got a bit of bulk to it, because obviously 3D printing something that's got some bulk to it is a lot easier than printing something absolutely flat or thin, because it's easier to get off the base for a start. So I was kind of thinking about doing a couple of designs, Colin, and pushing them your way, see if you like them. The only problem with it would be it would make the bases slightly bigger than 4 centimeters. Right, I'm going to take this down to normal speeds, and I'm going to do that so I don't tilt away. That looks lovely. It looks really, really, really nice. That's so detailed. Yeah, that is just wow. Oh, there's more. Oh god. Oh, the Phantom 2. Yay!
Affirmative. Warp 9.
That's too damn nice. That really is too damn nice. I might have to get me one of them. I'll save that linky for later. And I mean, that's an immense amount of detail on there. Are these actually done by machine, or are they actually hand painted? Because they're too damn nice to be hand painted. At least consistently in that amount of mass production. I'm missing messages here. Watch the unboxing. Oh, the 40k one. Can't do 40k against it. Wait a minute. I know. I've had one bout with it so far. This is my second foray into actually buying the stuff. Already got the U-wing. I've not seen the U-wing. Oh, that's. That's the one from. Is it Rogue One? No, it's the one from. The new one, the new film. Fucking hell. Force Awakens. Or is it Rogue One? I can't remember now. Oh no. Rogue One. I got it the first time. Yeah, go with your gut feeling. It's always the right one. Yeah, Garcine, I'm doing a lot of the same thing actually, trying to get rid of a lot of my stuff. I've still got some stuff in my old house. Me and my mum swapped houses for a while, and she had more storage space in her house than I have in mine now. And a lot of my stuff's still in the bottom cupboard at that house, and I need to get it back. And a lot of it is other stuff. It's Games Workshop stuff. Oh yeah, that one. Cool. It's nice. It's very nice. Very nice. How much is it? It doesn't say how much it is. Holy crap, 25 quid. That's expensive. Expansive. Almost there. So what's the other thing I was doing then? I am on 6, then 7 and 8. Open system map.
System map.
6, 7. Close system map.
Exiting map.
Oh, friend request from someone. Who would that be? Phoenix Defire. What's that meant to mean? Phoenix Fine. Defire? Defire. Defire. No idea, I don't know who that is. Well, I'll add him anyway. I'll go for something and just cry. Oh, bless. Hello, Phoenix. Fire. Open system map.
System map.
It's not Brexit's fault. It's not. It's all these fucking idiots that keep on going, oh, Brexit, wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. Close system map. Close system map.
System cartography.
I do wonder sometimes if the media and all that kind of shit would just keep their mouths shut, with all this furore and all this whaley stuff about Brexit and all the fluctuations in the economy because of Brexit, would they still happen, do you think? Because the media drives so much reaction, and everyone reacts to what the media says rather than actually reacting to what the reality could be. Especially given that Fantasy Flight Games is supposed to be an American company, Brexit shouldn't really have any effect on them whatsoever. So, I don't know. I have a very simplified view of politics in that it's all bollocks, and it's just full of bullshit and bullshitters and people who just react and push things the way they want to push it through manipulation of the media and manipulation of the people. What you want is a communist government. Everything's for the good of the people. Because at the minute all we have is what's good for politicians and their reputations. Anyway. We're still in the Warhammer Fantasy stuff, keep well 40k stuff, fair enough. Nearly all kept Necrons, yes. I must admit I think I've kept my Necrons as well. I have my case full of Games Workshop stuff. And it has... oops. It has Skaven Blood Bowl players. And Necrons. My Necron army. I still have them and I still like to keep them, but if I'm going to keep something, I'm going to keep one thing. And that's going to be the Blood Bowl players, because that was the first Games Workshop thing I did. The first time I ever played a kind of tactical board game type thing. Right, that's that system done. Open Galaxy map. Open Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Oh, that's a bit of a hike, isn't it? Closed system map.
Closing map.
Closed system map.
Closing map.
Jump.
Jump.
Wasn't the media that started to sell the pound on the night of the referendum and it lost 20% of its value to the dollar or the euro? And all the money men got rid of their pounds. Yeah, but you've got to remember that on the lead up to that, I mean, I try not to do politics on here, but I suppose I'm the one that bloody mentioned it. No, I'm not. I'm not the one. It was bloody Garzini, wasn't it? You've got to remember, up to the referendum, all the way through the referendum, everybody had been scaremongering like fucking crazy. The media was highlighting every single person that had something nasty to say about what Brexit could do and what the impact of Brexit would be, and the other side of it, what the impact of not Brexit would be as well. So everybody at that point was just trying to jump on whatever was going to happen. So I think at that point the media had already done the damage, no matter what was going to happen. Britain was going to lose face because we were being bastards about wanting to jump out of the EU. Jump.
Engaging jump.
Oh, wow. Old school. Jump.
Preparing for jump.
That could be cool. But mind you, they're probably going to charge a fucking fortune for it. Yeah, 60 quid, I knew it. What does that have in it? Does it have a box set or just the book? Just a book, 60 quid. No thank you. Jump.
Jumping.
Do you know, I've never played Paranoia. I've always wanted to play Paranoia, but I could never find a group that actually played Paranoia. Open system map.
System map.
Closed system map.
Leaving map.
Jump.
Engaging jump.
Maybe not then. I think I've still got West End Games' original version of Star Wars. Ow. R. Oh, this one's going to be a hike. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography. Just think of all those places, those faraway, unreachable corners of the galaxy, the uncharted areas of space.
Closed system map.
Exiting map.
Closed system map.
Exiting map.
6 jumps is what I thought. Jump.
Preparing for jump.
I'll cut one ropes. Can't own one RPG, Call of Cthulhu. Good choice. Open to own another RPG really soon. Which one would that be? Jump. Jump.
Engaging jump.
No, I don't blame you. Something a little cheaper than that would be a good bet, I would say. Jump.
Jumping.
At this risk. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Do you know, something I've been thinking about lately. So I'm looking at obviously different options when Encounters comes out. How much should I charge for the hard copy? So I don't know. We're looking at the
Engaging
minute.
navlock now.
We're looking at the minute about 316 pages. Lots and lots of. We're looking at about 110 pages full colour. Obviously, miniatures game included inside it. Counters there as well. If I can find a way to do the extra counters and so on, that would be something extra. But just to include all that stuff in the book. What would be an acceptable price to pay for it? It's like, because obviously the production of it is a separate thing. Jump. Jump.
Engaging jump.
But in general, like there's, for example, you've got that Star Wars game, right? Okay, it's getting 60 quid worth of money out of it because it's a historic thing. You get most Warhammer and Warhammer 40k full books these days are 40 to 50 quid, usually 50 quid. But they've got like miniatures, paint rules and stuff in them as well. And you look at the Warhammer 40k's rules this time, you've got 12 pages of rules and then 300 pages of fluff, basically. AD&D, you're looking at 35-40 quid. I bought the Dungeon Masters, not Dungeon Masters Guide, the Monstrous Manual for D&D for a friend of mine's leaving gift, and it was 25 quid on its own just for a supplemental book. So 40 quid. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Interesting. I'm just trying to work out what you people, the people who have played RPGs and games and war games and tabletop stuff before, I know what I would charge for it and I know what I would pay for it. But then I'm biased because I wrote it and I think it's fucking awesome. He says professionally. I honestly don't know how much it's going to cost to produce at this point in time. I've got 4 or 5 different options, all of them ranging from a very wide range of different prices and qualities and so on. Open system map, don't know where I'm fucking going. Paste. Paste. Open system map.
System cartography.
So we're looking at A4, that one. Close system map.
Closing map.
Because I want to, as a conservative estimate from my point of view, I would say 30 quid for a hard copy of it. Because that's what I think would be a fair enough amount of money to pay minimum for an all-in-one rulebook, especially given the fact that it includes templates for a GM screen and includes a miniatures rules, vehicle combat system, whatever you want to call it, thing in there, and it's got everything you need, like full colour posters and shit. I suppose the thing that ultimately worries me is that, is the quality of it going to be good enough for people to pay that amount of money for? Is my interpretation of the quality of the book the same as what someone else's interpretation of the quality of the book is going to be? It's also going to depend on how it's actually produced. Am I going to do it one-off print on demand? I don't know. Am I going to do it as a bulk run? If I can do it as a limited run paperback or hardback, then I'll quite happily do that. Open system map. Sorry, no, wait, don't do that.
System map.
No. Closed system map.
Leaving map.
Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Closed system map
Leaving map.
and closed system map.
System cartography.
Jump.
Jump.
I've paid 35 quid for Cthulhu 8 years ago, pay 40 to 50, 45 for it again. How will it be produced? See, that's what I don't know yet. As I said, if I can do a full print run or a limited print run, then I'll do that, because that works out ultimately cheaper for me to produce and therefore maximises my profit, which is what you always try and do when you're trying to sell stuff, as I'll keep getting told. But I don't want to produce it in such a way that's going to be cheap, so I want it to be good quality but affordable. And because it's an entry level game, because it's my entry into the market, I want it to be affordable. I don't want to put people off buying it, and that's why I'm thinking my ebooks at the minute are between £20 to £22, and I'm not sure whether that's too expensive. I'm swithering between, because obviously the pre-orders have been 18, but that was always going to be a special offer. So the plan has always been for the ebook to buy full copy to be 20. And then I've got an option I'm thinking about for all three for about 25. All three formats, that is. Jump.
Engaging jump.
So that's where I'm thinking somewhere between 25 and 30 for the hard copy. I don't know. At least that'll be the introductory. Ow! Selling price. Jesus. Oh, that hurt. Oh. I'm in some degree of pain. That was quite painful. Jump.
Engaging jump.
So I don't know. I'm not quite sure how the pricing strategy should work. I've been looking online at a lot of different sites, a lot of different RPG sites like RPG Now and stuff like that. You're pricing there. You got, for ebooks, you're looking at anywhere between 15 quid for the kind of little thin books to 40 to 50 quid for ebooks. I mean, that's a lot. That's way too much. I'd feel dodgy going over 30 for an ebook. I feel dodgy going to 25 for ebooks, but it's the content more than anything else that you're really paying for, isn't it? It's not the format. You're really paying for the content, I suppose. So I keep trying to think about it anyway. So I don't know. I don't want to stiff people, but I don't want to cut myself short, if you know what I mean. I've never done this before, and this is where my naivety comes into it. This is where the having to be a polymath thing comes into it. How do I charge for this? How do I make it so that it seems like it's a quality product, but it's not somebody just trying to sell something for the sake of selling it? So if I go too cheap, people will think it's cheap and shit. If I go too expensive, people will say I've got an ego problem and tell me that I'm charging way too much and over the board for it and all that kind of stuff. So I honestly don't know where to stop. I'm thinking 20 for the ebook, especially for the PDF. And also you've got to think about the EPUB and the Mobi versions are going to come with all the extra content as PDFs anyway, so you're not going to miss out. You're just going to get the main written content of the book as a text file. You think? Hardback 45 and 50. Wow. Hardback, yeah. Do you think I should do hardback or softback? Because I've been looking at softback all the way so far. I would love to do a hardback one though. I'd love to do a hardback one. Open system map.
System cartography.
Sorry, get on with it. Get on with it! Get on with it! Where am I? HR. B1. B1. Nope, that one. Close system map.
Closing map.
Oh god, it's a long way away. Right, it's 10:15. I am on 96. And the next one is quite a long distance. 90,000, but then the next 3 are quite short. Softback about 40 quid. And do you honestly think people would pay that? So I think that's high. Wait. While I'm doing this flight, I'm just checking something. As I said, I made a few small tidy ups to the book earlier on. I just want to make sure I haven't screwed anything up. There's still 316 pages. haven't broke it. Okay, let's go back down. Soft pack at 40 quid. Content containing 4 hardware collectors. You're supplying more than core rows. 40 quid per softback with all miniatures tokens. Even if the miniatures tokens are print and play, because this is the thing that gets me, is if I was supplying a softback book with hard card inserts with those stuff on them, then I would say yeah. But at the minute they're being provided as internal pages to a book, they're just on paper. But the option would be that somebody could then cut them out of the book, or rip them out of the book, or whatever they want to do it, however gently they want to be. Oops. And then stick them on, and same thing with the cards. Either that or copy them. Alright, was that all for this system, or was there another one? B3. Open system map. Open system map.
System map.
So what am I at? B1. That was HR 7280. So that's it for this system. Out. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Close galaxy map.
Leaving map.
Jump.
Jumping.
The good key. Both of them on books, they're from £30 for softback, 40 quid for hardback. Okay, interesting. Thank you for your opinions, guys. I've got one saying that 30 quid is reasonable and one saying that 40 quid is reasonable. Split the difference then between the two of you and say 35 quid for the softback. I might go between 30 and 35. I like that as a round figure for a soft pack. If I'm going to go hardback, I probably would go 40 to 45, depending on the production costs. Jump. Probably go for closer to 45 if I was going to include hard card inserts or separate box set elements. So include the card versions of the card pages as an option. So I don't know. I have about 3 or 4 different options at the minute. One of them is quite interesting but strange. It's obviously something I need to add in. I mean, I'm thinking about it now. It's a few weeks away before I need to really worry about this stuff. But I I want to think about it now because obviously the pricing strategy for the ebooks ties directly into how much the hard copies are going to start to cost as well. I need to take into account the production costs and other options for that kind of stuff. Jump. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
So... yeah, thank you. That's useful feedback. It gives me a rough idea what people would expect. People that have done role-playing in tabletop games before have given me some idea now of what the kind of expectation would be and what would be acceptable. So, that's cool. Open system map.
System map.
Just B4 and B3. B4. Closed system map. Closed system map.
Exiting map.
Here we go again. How many pages? As it stands at the moment, it's 316 pages. That's probably the final page count. And it's A4. A4 full page, no margins. 110 to 120 pages of full colour. Oh, I know what I want my endpoint to be. I'd love it to be cost effective to sell it for as little as I possibly can. As well as not stiffing myself, because I have made a few mistakes in my pricing strategy for some of the extras, and I'm probably going to lose money on some of the stuff I promised with the Kickstarter. In fact, I might lose considerable amount of money. Is that what the Cthulhu book is? What did you say that was? Keeper's Book, PDF plus ebook, hardback 42, PDF and ebook. I mean, it goes without saying that any hard copy of my book would come with an ebook as well. That goes without saying, like. So, Garzini, your Cthulhu book, if it's 316 or 300-ish pages, how thick is it? As in, what size, what width is the spine? Because that's one design option I'm still trying to play with. Ah, so it's the all-in-one book then. So how, yeah, like I said, how big is the spine? 20mm thick. Softback, 20mm, that's about 300 odd pages. The book sales for Reclamation hasn't paid the Kickstarter cost. Shit. See, that's the thing with the Kickstarter though, isn't it? Is you're not really going to see the profit come in for it, are you? Because you've your pledges, so the money that's paying for the pledge is book sales. So you've already sold it to your core group. So in a sense, The book sales won't have done, no. But the books that he's given away as pledges will have done, if you know what I mean.
Keyboard mode on.
You know what I mean? It's like the Kickstarter thing's a bit weird. I count the book sales. My book sales count comes with my book sales at the moment include the pledge costs or the pledge promises. Oh, I'm not saying this very well. I consider it to be that I've sold 300 copies of the book already at about, say, 10-15 quid each, depending on how much people have bought it for. So if I've sold, let's say I've sold 200 copies at £10. I've sold 100 copies at £15, and I've sold another 80 copies, another 50 copies, sorry, for £18. That's the way I look at it. So that's what's paid for the Kickstarter. So in a sense, that's sales. I consider that to be sales. So I would say it has paid for it. Drew obviously isn't counting that in his cost. He's counting sales since it was released. Which in a Kickstarter situation I don't think is particularly right. I think you should count the book sales you've had for the Kickstarter in your total sales or your total revenue. Yeah. That was complicated. I do wonder actually if I would do a Kickstarter for an RPG again. I'd love to write another RPG, but would I do it as a Kickstarter again? I don't know. I actually honestly don't know whether I would or not. Ooh. Well, I'm not going to get me 100. This is 97. So what I might do, I'll see what the planet situation is like when I get to the end of this run. If there's any landable planets here, I'll plonk myself down here, and then next week when I do the Monday night stream, we'll possibly finish off the 100 and then go and trade in. Let's be grabbing us some Python, I think. Will I sell Millie? I don't think I will. I think I'll strip her down, put her in storage. Well, it's a good point. It is a fair point. You're not going to get rich writing elite books, but what this has done for us, I suppose, in general, is it serves as a launching point for an alternative career. I mean, Drew's done well. He's done well publicity-wise, and he's done well recognition-wise in the community and in the kind of sci-fi circles themselves. and he's got himself placed quite highly on Amazon because of the reviews he's been getting. So he's done well, and that in itself will push him forward for sales for other books that he writes. And that was always the thing. One thing I always said about this project was that I've always wanted to write this book. I've always wanted to write the Elite RPG. And notice I say the Elite RPG, not the Elite Dangerous RPG. Because I always wanted to write the Elite RPG. I've only kind of accomplished that. I've managed to accomplish the Elite kind of Dangerous RPG. And I wanted to make sure that everything was in there that could be in there from the old games, and it would be a lovely kickback to the original. Whoops, did it again, haven't I? That was a complete loop of shame. Loop of ultimate shame. Yeah, as I was saying, I've not managed to achieve the goal that I wanted to write, but I have achieved a personal goal, which I have written a book. And more or less, given the help from yourself, Mr. Colin, and people like Sam and Drew and everybody who's offered help with this stuff, largely sort of formatting wise, layout wise, content wise, all that kind of stuff, it's essentially been my labour of love. People have helped, and for that I am very thankful. I'm very careful here to say, I don't want to belittle people who have helped me, right? And I really don't want to, because I do appreciate every little bit of help. But I do feel that it's been a 4-year labour of love for me, as well as the input everyone else has had. But it's been kind of, at this point in time, it's a little bit bittersweet, because it hasn't come out as the book I wanted it to be. It hasn't got the content in it that I wanted to have in it, and that's because of the licensing issues and the what's right and what's wrong, and what the game is and what the book was supposed to be about, and a few miscommunications along the way that we live and learn from. But one thing I've always seen it as was, hopefully it would be something that could kick off a secondary career or a secondary hobby. And I want to do more books, I want to do more RPGs, I want to do more content, I did want to do additional bits to this. Because of the fact it's taken me so long and I've not managed it in quite the professional way I hoped, I may not get the chance to do any second editions or supplement books or anything else like that. I may not get offered the chance to do any more licensed books with Frontier. And if not, fine. If I do, awesome. Then I'll do what I can to make sure it's done in a certain way, and in a little bit more of a realistic way. It would have to be very strong discussions as to what the process would be towards getting it to that point. So we'll see. Open system map.
System cartography.
But in general, it's definitely something that I would like to look at as something I can do again. Closed system, no, wait a minute. Closed system map.
Leaving map.
Open system map.
System cartography.
You don't do that, you go to the more interesting one. One that's in close orbit of a gas giant is always a good place to go. Closed system map. Closed system map.
Exiting map.
I get the same impression. Colin. I think one of the things they've said quite vocally recently to people like me is that they're not taking on any more licenses for a while, or they're going to start spreading the licenses out slightly. So I think they're looking at kind of one every 6 months or whatever. And I think, given that I think my book and the EDRPG are going to be quite close together when the final bells ring, and then I think they're looking at trying to slow that down. Book-wise, I think they've got Drew's book out there, they're going to have this out there, they're going to have the EDRPG out there. So they've got a fair few books that are on the market, and they've also had those other books that were saturated. And I think they realised during that whole process of the Kickstarters and everything coming out around at the same time, that those books sapped each other's markets. So everyone who was closely involved with the community kind of snapped them all up at the same time through the Kickstarter, through anything else. And then it kind of died off because people had so many different things to choose from. It was a bit of a struggle to try and see what else could be in there. If you make a game based on your own universe without a deadline, would you be able to stop writing it and call it finished? Yes! I've learned a hell of a lot from this. And it wasn't the ability to stop writing that caused me the problems. It was the inability to write that caused me the problems. It was real life kicking in and getting in the way of stuff that was the problem. If I was going to write another book and I was going to do another RPG and publish it myself, then I would be very, very certain to make sure that I had a set amount of time set out, so that I went into the project with X amount of days per week or X amount of hours per day that I could work on the book. Because doing it 2 hours a day didn't work, and that's the big lesson that I've learned, is that 2 hours a day did not work. What I need to do is have days set aside, not hours in each day, but days set aside. So rather than having 2 hours every night when I come back in from work, what I have instead is 2 days a week I come in from work and I pay no attention to anyone and I get the book done. If I have any time, bits and pieces, a couple of hours spare anywhere else, then I have the option there as well to say, right, I'll put another couple of hours working. Simple as that. Do you know what? Target.
Targeting.
Plus which, it's something that I've got my own self-control over. I can specify what the content of that book is going to be right away. If I'm writing my own content, I know what's going to be in it. I don't have to worry about a third party, if you like, changing the goalposts. While I'm developing the book. And that was one of the bigger problems with Elite, was that I'd get to a certain point and then a new beta would come out and I'd have to go, oh shit. I'd then reset back from 60% done to 55% done or 50% done. If there was a big update like when Horizons came out, that sent me back months. And then when all the different changes came to things like lore and when they changed how the background was set out, there were so many different things that they actually changed. It caused problems. If I've got my own project, then I know what my guidelines are, I know what my universe is, and I already have a universe for this. I know what the parameters of that universe are, I know what's happening, I know what the governmental, political, socio-economic situation is for that galaxy, in that universe, in that area, so I know what I'm writing for. So that static playing field would lend itself much easier to writing what's going to come out. What I should have done with this, but it just wasn't feasible for the sort of thing that it is potentially draw a line in the sand at some point and say, right, this is the point where I'm starting to write the book. But it was unrealistic as far as the way that Elite develops is. The game, the RPG has to kind of fit in with what the current state of the game is, as close as I can possibly get. Deploy landing gear.
Gear down.
Fine by me. 6 months polish manager game. I honestly think, to be fair, I think that if Frontier was presented with a product that was attractive to them and that was going to sell, I think they would jump at the chance, just like anybody would. Nobody's going to give up the chance to make some licensing money, are they? Not landed in the best place, but that's a lovely skyscape. Let's see if I can get a decent screenshot. I think it's creative control. I think one thing that I did struggle with during a lot of parts of this book has been the lack of creative control. I mean, that was never more apparent than the editing, than the first submission. God, the paintwork's shit. Look at that. That's like complete arse. All scratched and broken. You're showing your age, Millie. Wish I could.
Better coming from the science
That's
office.
what I want my space legs to do.
Verity,
Yes. A natural satellite or moon is a celestial body that orbits another body.
quite an education.
But anyway. So yeah, that's us done for this evening. I am going to call that a night there. I hope you've enjoyed yourself again. I hope you've had a great time. If not, why not? I have. It was fun. It was good talk. You were all quite interactive. It was fun. So, what are you worrying about? Anyway, yes, I'm going to call it a night there. Join me next week where I'll finish off this 100 planets and then I'll probably trade in my my beloved Asp for a Python. We'll see how that goes anyway. But yeah, so hopefully looking at next Monday for a stream. I think we're okay for next Monday. Nothing on. And we're okay for next Monday. Oh wow, Garzini, thank you. Python, yay! Oh, thank you very much for that, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's thrown me. But yes. What? Yeah. What was I saying? I've completely gone. It's completely gone. Yeah, next Monday. If I'm not on before that, if the beta doesn't drop again or the open beta doesn't drop, then I might have a. If it does drop, I might have a go on that. If not, then I'll just be back on Monday again. busy week, so I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do much during the week. But I will see what I can do. But so watch my Twitter account, watch my Facebook account. If you see anything on there, that is usually where I give my notifications about what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and have a good week. Fly safe. Love you all. Bye.